Coming up, Ipswich councillors voice optimism going forward after the chaos of recent weeks. Calls for nominations for the annual Sports Awards. Ipswich Central's Living Art Gallery. And a local doctor issues a serious health warning over vaping. It's Sunday, July 31, 2022, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. To say there's been a few bumps in the road in terms of good working relationships between Ipswich councillors is probably an understatement. During the July 28 meeting, Councillor Crs Doyle spoke about the turmoil and offered some hope that differences can be put in the past for the group.
We've had, some very challenging few weeks, and I'm happy that I guess we've now come to, potentially come to an agreement on what the additional reporting process may look like to ensure that each councillor has access to the same information in a timely fashion. I want to say categorically I support the Office of Independence Assessor's finding that our mayor has not acted inappropriately. The word tampering has been used around social media, and it's troubling, and it's ultimately has been significantly damaging to our organisation, our staff here as elected leaders. We need to do better. We need to lead by example and understand that the consequences of our actions and our behaviours does have a ripple effect throughout the organisation, as well as the way our beautiful city is portrayed nationally. I would also like to go on the record to publicly condemn comments via social media and via personal messenger levelled at Councillor Jonick in particular, labelling her a pro-sex offender. That is completely despicable. There is no other word other than despicable to level those sorts of accusations.
Democracy by its nature is often a robust and, dare I say it, bullying environment. What we do need to see is respectful debate on issues and ideas, not personal attacks and the bringing in of party politics to local government. Crs Doyle also acknowledged how council staff suffer when elected representatives are in the news for the wrong reasons.
I would like to put all of this behind us and go on the record publicly, CEO, that I stand by my decision as part of the panel that appointed you as our CEO for your strength and character and your integrity, and I look forward to working closely with everyone going forward.
Mayor Crs Harding also moved to repair the damage.
In doing so, we should be clear from the outset that I have full faith in the reports prepared by council staff and place on the record my concerns with the damage done to staff morale and our council standing within the community. I also wanted from the outset place on the record that the Office of the Independent Assessor has dismissed complaints made about my conduct. There are now substantial and robust procedures in place in our council, like the Accept a Request guidelines, that specify who councillors can speak to and interact with. The fact remains that our community expects councillors to be involved in drafting policies and papers in partnership and consultation with independent senior officers. It makes sense that councils engage in respectful collaboration with officers. We are the conduit for our community into council decision making. Our community can also have faith in the work that all of our staff and all the work that our staff do, from our roads and open space crews to our planners, community development staff, facilities and event staff, and everyone in between, that you have our faith. To our dedicated staff, I want to say that I have full confidence in your professionalism and integrity.
The Ipswich Sports Awards return for 2022, recognising local sporting legends and rising stars both on and off the field. Nominations are now open, closing August 21. Ipswich Sports Award categories for this year are Senior Sportsperson, Junior Sportsperson, the Masters Sportsperson. There's the Team of the Year, Sporting Organisation of the Year, along with Coach, Official and Volunteer of the Year. Winners in each category receive $2,000 in prize money and will be announced at a special ceremony on November 4. A living street gallery is breathing new life into Ipswich Central. Eye-catching murals and welcoming clean streets now greet visitors to Bell Street with the creation of a living gallery showcasing hand-painted art by a well-known First Nations artist and local students. Council claims the streetscape has been improved with art, adorned public furniture, a green wall and planter boxes featuring trees and native plants. Owners of flood-damaged homes should register for the Resilient Homes Fund. Ipswich homeowners impacted by flooding earlier this year are being encouraged by Council to register their interest for the Queensland and Australian Government's Resilient Homes Fund sooner rather than later. A total of $741 million has been allocated to the fund, which will be directly allocated to flood-affected residential property owners. Check if you qualify by visiting the website in the show notes. Meanwhile, flood-impacted businesses may benefit from a joint partnership between Ipswich City Council and the not-for-profit organisation Givit. The Queensland Small Business Hardship Appeal could help your business. Givit can help source tools, cafe furniture and a range of other items needed to operate a business. Givit is also looking for donations. Again, check for the link in the show notes. Students and motorists will benefit from improved road safety at a busy Bundamba school as part of the state government's $40 million school transport infrastructure program. Flashing school zone signs will be installed outside Bellbird Park State Secondary College following feedback from the school and advice from the Department of Transport and Main Roads. Member for Bundamba, Lance McCallum, said the signs would be among more than 890 installed at schools across the state since 2015. Westmoreton Health's Chief Medical Officer has issued a warning on vaping, saying it's not a safer alternative to smoking cigarettes. Associate Professor Dr. Deepak Doshi said vaping exposed users to potentially harmful chemicals and toxins. Vape pens, or e-cigarettes, are battery-operated devices that come in all shapes and sizes. They can look like a colourful ballpoint pen or a computer memory stick. The user breathes a fine vapour into their lungs due to the flavoured liquid, often laced with nicotine, that has been heat-treated in the vape pen's chamber. The myth that vaping is safer than smoking cigarettes has led to its increased use, but Dr. Doshi urges people not to be swayed by the marketing tactics. Ipswich City Council's quarterly report card reveals the city's population is approaching 242,500. As expected, the hotspots for growth are Ripley, Spring Mountain, Redbank Plains, Deebing Heights and South Ripley. A total of 2,182 parking fines were issued in the same period, while the top reason for calls to Council's Customer Service Centre was complaints about illegal parking on footpaths. The full quarterly report is available online. And finally, July 31, 2022 also marks the 50th anniversary of the Box Flat mine disaster. Ipswich Today presents a special episode with guests John Knox and Hugh Taylor. If you missed it, search for the show, published on July 16. And a reminder to look for handy links in the show notes. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. This podcast is also listener-supported. Please make a once-only gift or regular donation to help keep it online. Just go to ipswichtoday.com.au and click the donate button on the homepage to make a payment through PayPal. Follow and stream this podcast from your favourite app, including iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcasts, or play Ipswich Today from smart speakers. Music is supplied by Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thank you for listening.